It's good, YouTube. Sandman back. Figured I'd do a little gear grinding since we got the G coming out tomorrow. Gotta be honest, not sure how into it I am. I just logged on, so I haven't really done anything yet. Oh, I wish they'd let me swap L2 and R2 with L1 and L1. It's the worst thing about this game is it doesn't let you do that. I'm also using a completely different set of control freaks than I would usually use on here. Usually I just use signatures, but I'm running a Vortex on the right. I want to see if, because I was playing another game yesterday, and I want to see if having this Vortex on here just helps with the aim. I can already tell, like, I can keep it steady. Like, because we barely have to touch it to correct the movement. But I don't even know where I'm at on the map. I think I was in the DZ, so I just came out and started running around.
Don't be worried. I'll be fine.
才不会被你吓到呢。
It's gonna be okay. We can do this. Don't be an asshole.
Oh yeah, I need to get rid of this assault rifle. Or sniper rifle. Like, it really seems like if you're not built specifically for sniper rifles, they're kind of, work on that though. They still seem like they're 2 and 3 shot for just about everything, even the small end. So by the time I get my stacks up high enough to where I can one-shot everything, everything's already dead. So it's like, might as well just carry something smaller that's like a better backup. We're gonna get us a backup weapon. I mean, I guess we could carry 2 of those, but I worry about range if I get stuck in an area. I mean, I ain't playing, but this is all going to be push anyways, so I guess that really doesn't matter. Dual houses. Let's roll. Oh, that is M700. That is good. M700. And up at that one. Yep. Oh yeah. Wow, it's like that doesn't even make any sense. Well, no, okay, yeah, it does. I forgot. That one's not boosted, so it's like 1,000 damage per shot less. But see, that's a really good backup because, like, you have my primary, and I know people still wonder about predatory, but I'm telling you, when you run 6P striker and predatory, like, that's how you're face tanking. Like, I can't face tank all this shit just because predatory. Or not predatory. Fuck. Striker. I've been saying the wrong thing. Striker's not that good. But with predatory on top of it, I'm getting an extra 35% healing. Like, that shit's crazy. It's not 35% extra healing. I said that wrong. It's, I think it's like 35% of your health or 35% of the, you know what, fuck it. What is it? Killing a target regenerates 35% health over 20. Regenerates 30, that's gotta have been changed because it used to be like 35% of something. That just says killing a target regenerates 35% health over 20 seconds. So I guess that's 35% of my 9,000 stamina. Like, the predatory is huge on this. And so what I do is, like, my primary, I run predatory, and that way I'm always perking it. I don't have to worry about, I used to have it where I had like a DPS gun on the first one and predatory and all that on the second one, and I found like that wasn't really what I needed. I needed predatory to perk just all the time, and I didn't need to worry about it. So, and then accurate, it is what it came on, but I'm actually kind of happy about that because it means I can run a critical hit damage mod that has reload speed and all that stuff and not waste it on critical hit damage on the talent. And accurate for striker is really good. I get my stacks really fast with the house. So especially if I put an accuracy mod on top of that, like this thing literally just hits wherever you point it, and it doesn't have any like off spray. But I don't need it because I'm gonna face tank. So, and then the thing is, like, this other house just happened to land this way, and I was rolling for predatory. I was like, predatory unforgiving, that'll be beast, right? Like instead of accurate, and just go all crazy with it. But self-preserve kept popping up, and I was like, you know what? If I'm running both, that actually kind of makes sense. Like, so I'm perking predatory, I'm very accurate with my primary to get the job done, right? And then if I have to switch, not only will I do more damage because I'm getting hit and I have to switch weapons, I can't reload. That's the reason you switch, is because you're in the middle of a firefight, you're getting nailed, and it's like if I reload, I might die. So you switch weapons. Well, as soon as I do, my damage will go through the roof, and I'll start healing myself like crazy. So it's like, it's a real win-win. So that's the reason it's set up that way. It wasn't on purpose really, but it really worked out well. So that's what we're gonna run today. We'll have some fun. We'll just run our dual houses. I doubt I can buff that one, I don't think. I don't even know how I had so much. I had so much of this crap the other day. Oh my god, I'm back again. They must have like the regular missions drop in Division Tech now or something. Because I'm getting so much more Division Tech so much faster than I was before. So definitely something's been done there. So we're going to go ahead and buff this house. Fuck it. Let's hope it's good. Let's hope it's good. See, they had to do it because you get such small gains. I got 2,000 extra damage. That's what it gave me. It didn't even like really buff the critical hit chance. It's still real low. So that kind of sucks, but alright. Almost 300. Put it up to 297. I mean, it's amazing just bumping that one, just bumping the regular base DPS up 500. Jump this weapon from, what was it, a 280, a 270 or something like that, all the way to almost 300. Like, that's crazy. I never realized that there was that big a difference in the DPS with just based on that one number that you might have on your weapon, just based on the base damage. And I know I guess that makes sense. Yeah, of course, if the base damage is higher, the whole thing is shoot up. But I don't know. I guess it never clicked. Okay. So here we go. All good there. What do you want to run first? You know what? Let's just fucking start at the top and we'll work our way down. You know what? We'll roadmap it, and that way we can do named bosses between each mission. Because this is just going to be a grind, y'all. I spent like an hour or two in the DZ yesterday grinding DZ, and I'm not really feeling that. Like, it's funny because it used to be you would run around the DZ, and if you ran into somebody else that was running around the DZ and they didn't try to kill you, sometimes they would start farming with you. And so, because you weren't in a party, it would drop different gear for both of you, so you could both get all the gear you wanted. Nobody would be stealing each other's gear, but you could both be killing enemies. It was an easy way to farm through the DZ. And if you didn't run into somebody who was being an asshole, just, you know, a rogue or whatever, which I get it, it's part of the game, whatever, that's fine. You could have a really good time, but now the DZ is just like bare as fuck, man. There's nobody.
Those are the people in your neighborhood. They're us.
Damn, Yosh. Level 25. Boy, you just getting started.
You ever hear of a little thing?
I mean, that's crazy to see, though, man. Like, because I see that a lot. Like, if you pay attention, the other players you'll run across, you almost always see a bunch of low-level guys. So that means it's like 2.5-year-old games still drawing people. It's crazy. I think the reason Division did so well is because it had everything we wanted, even if it wasn't good. Like, a lot of the Division was kind of real jacked up, like, but it just had everything. Oh shit, look at that, right off the fucking bat. Ninja Bike at 264, not a great one. But hell, that's a good start, man. Getting exotic on the very first drop. Damn. All right. I can live with that.
Just when I felt like killing something.
Just when you felt like killing something, huh? Oh, we're going the wrong way. We need to be going this way. So, alright. I'll go hit up this guy down here, and then we'll go do Madison's. So, okay, we'll just run over and kill everything. Kill everything! I'm over here, though. So one thing I kind of miss about Xbox, man, is I had a huge group of friends on Xbox that played this game. I don't know anybody. And I don't know, I'm getting old. Like, I don't want to make new friends. That's so fucked up. What do we got here? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Like, I'm telling you, man, that Vortex control freak is way overdoing it. I mean, if I had to move quick, I'd be fucked. But when you talk about like keeping a weapon steady, that shit just holds it right there. It's crazy. You know, I should probably pick one of my saves and actually go through and get all this shit. I regret, like, really crazy regret.
I don't want to be here anymore. It's boring.
I know, Bunny, but I can't have you here in the hospital.
What the hell?
And Jane says I can't watch TV either. Says there's only bad news on there.
She's right. But don't you have some DVDs you could look at? I packed some for you.
No, I've already watched them.
All right, Bunny. Well, put one on again, and I'll be back by the time it ends, okay?
You know how fucked up it would be, like, if this shit actually happened and you gotta go around, like, listening to everybody's phone calls and shit, like, their last phone call to their family. Everything's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Like, because you wouldn't have, like, little division agents running around if just one city was taken over. You'd have freaking 1st National Guard and then the United States military. You got martial law really quickly. Oh shit, yeah.
This is our chance.
Cannon fucking fodder. Uh-oh. Come on, I'm like 50% fire. Oh, see, that's bullshit. They told us that you could not catch on fire again within so much amount of time. That's total bullshit right there. They said they'd fix that. I'm not sure about this. I feel like I'm having a little bit of issues.
How many effectives you got?
To it. I was playing much faster games. Like, Division has its moments when it's quick, but overall Division's like a really slow game. Like firefights and stuff, like you have so much time to plan out everything you're doing. Which is fine, I mean, it's good.
We were doing just fine out
Where
there.
was I headed? Showed up and go do hammers. Damn it. What the hell? I don't want to fast travel, I just want to match, or, mark.
Our main suspect?
See,
we located his residence at this apartment complex.
Why is there no
Hell's
challenging?
Kitchen. You'll need to get inside
Why
and
is there
secure
no
anything which
challenging?
confirms a link.
There's
Notebooks,
legendary,
hard
which I
drives,
can't
whatever
do
you can
solo.
find.
I've tried it a
There's
couple
still
times, it's
civilians in there,
ridiculous.
and that means the
I'm not
cleaners are on their
willing
way to
to
sterilize
take the
the place.
time it would take to
If
take out
Amber's
every
not
little
the guy,
enemy and
I'll use
plan
my
every little
centrifuge.
section.
His work
You might have
has
gotten
got
me
to be your
doing that
first
shit in the
priority.
beginning of the game. I
We can't
remember
just
when we
leave
were
those
first trying to
civilians,
do
Doctor.
challenging back in
If we
like
don't get this virus
1.3.
figured out, there won't be any civilians left
Because it
to
was
save.
hard. Like you had to know when shotgunners were coming, so you could plan that. And all. It was just a bunch of shit that went into it. The fact that there's no, that they went straight to legendary, that they didn't give us a challenging on these missions is really a letdown for the solo player. Because that means all this new stuff that they've given us, even like the zombie bullshit that they gave us, which is really what the piers or whatever, that's what that is. That's zombies. It's waves of enemies. It's the same, you know, same stuff. And it's nothing new, and you can only get to around, like the average player is only going to get to around 10 or the level 10 or 15 or so. Like, I'm sorry, you're just not. There are going to be some people who can do it, but these are people who are very, see, I can't move that. That's the problem. I'm going in! Speed up my scope damage. Even at range, that house is hitting alright. It's not great, but I mean, I'm up to 80 stacks. I didn't drop all my stacks trying to shoot. Definitely need to speed this shit up though. That's way too fucking slow. Ah, it's all the way down at 40. No wonder. All right, well let's go 50. Let's see what that is. Because I learned my lesson before. If you overshoot it, you won't be able to control it. Because it kind of like when I push left or right, like I let off of it. Like I'm just flicking it. Really, I'm pushing it over until I hit the side, then letting go, and you see it kind of keeps going a little bit. The way the movement in the Division is set up, like there's a little bit of drag. Like he always goes a little bit further than you wanted to. And I think it was trying to make it realistic or some shit like that. But
they haven't burned the place down yet, thank God. I'd love to talk to one of these cleaners sometime. Partially to find out what makes them tick, and partially to strangle him slowly while he told me.
This is a hard mission. I don't even know why I'm taking cover.
Hey, is that way clear?
Take that off. Auto lock the enemy. Like I like the way it jumps right on him, like it did right there. The problem is when I'm trying to aim at one, especially when I'm trying to do headshots, yank it back into it to a different enemy. Come on, man. Come here, dude. Come here, dude. Oh yeah, that's better. See how accurate that is. Oh, come on. I wonder if maybe I fucked myself, because I took some of my fire resistance off. I had like 65% fire resistance. And I was like, you know, let me, because I had it on the backpack, like 15%
across the courtyard.
Whatever.
But it looks like the direct route is blocked.
You know,
you'll have to find another way there.
Just so I'll have something different. And I wonder if that was a screw up. I think I put burn on there in the first place because I only play PvE.
Are they gone? Come on.
And in PvE, that's really the only thing you gotta worry about is burn.
We'll send someone out to round up any survivors and get them back to safety. You're clearing a path for them, so just keep going.
See, I hate that. I thought I saved that dude, but he still died. Really? Shotgun is just warping way back. Where are you going?
The apartment is upstairs. If Amherst is the author of the virus, he must have left some evidence. People like that don't destroy the proof of what they've done.
I think the reason that I'm kind of drawn back to this game, as many times as I've quit it, because even though like the new stuff isn't for solo players,
probably wasn't looking for documents or hard drives.
Stuff we've
and if you get lucky and find Amherst there,
like they just keep
bring him
dropping
in
the same
so I
shit
can
at
ask a
different
few.
difficulty levels.
We won't
Even
get that
with
lucky.
all that,
we never do. Well, I can
for
dream.
a solo player, like it has all the stuff that other games like Call of Duty
so I routed an
and
extraction
Battlefield,
chopper
they're
for you.
taking away.
But you'll have to secure the rooftop before it can
Like,
touch down. Don't play
the
with
reason
fire.
I quit playing Call of Duty
safely.
is I'm done with multiplayer. I don't want to play multiplayer anymore. I'm finished with it. It makes me mad every single time. Maybe it's because I suck. Maybe it's because of my internet. Maybe it's because God doesn't want me to win. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not enjoyable. And last time I checked, I spend $60 on a video game to have fun, not to be pissed off over and over again and break controllers so I have to spend more money. Like, I think maybe that's what they're doing. I think maybe they make their games to where they'll piss off people like me who have, like, I get mad real easy. And, it's not, I'm not, you know, I know what that sounds like because I've heard guys, oh, I get mad easy, and I'm like, oh yeah, shut up, bitch. Like, I'm like, shut the fuck up. But like, if you watch my channel, I've talked about,
keep it up, Agent. We need that rooftop cleared so we can pull the evidence out.
Dyslexia and aggressive compulsive disorder. Like, I actually have shit wrong with me. My brain's fucked up. Like, I'm no badass. I get mad and get my ass beat, but it don't mean I don't get mad like really easily. So, I think they do that shit on purpose. So we'll break shit, so we'll have to buy more stuff. I think it's all a money. You think they're that smart? I think it's way beyond that shit. I wish I'd had my stuff when I first started playing.
Normally, this chopper is for pickups from the dark zone
because
only.
There's something about
highly contaminated material.
The way, because I've still got it. I've got the stuff set up to play Destiny, but like, just the way like having those paddles in the back for reload and stuff. I didn't realize because you reload so much in your position, so it's like I didn't realize how much those would really help. And then you compare that with, like, I have no stability on these weapons, which is, like, a huge change from what I used to run. I used to always run. The fire shit's getting on my nerves. I'm gonna have to just change that. Because before, I mean, you can go watch videos from me tanking before, like, fire has no effect on it. I have to literally just stand there in it for, like, 20 seconds.
This is Bluebird 2, ready to retrieve the package.
Just taking that little bit off fucked it up because it takes it from like 50% down to 30. So you lose like. Where are you running to, dude? Really? Like, just so you can get up and run the minute I get over. Yeah, see? Like, it makes no sense, man. We're not here to gripe today. We're just here to grind. I'm done with Call of Duty. Oh, what I was saying about Call of Duty, they fucking. Not only are they taking campaign out of the next one just completely, like totally fuck the solo player, but they haven't put in, since Call of Duty Ghost,
the chopper with
they
the
have not put in a leveling system
I know
for
we
the
took
solo
civilian
player
losses,
to play
but
like
there
team
would have been a
deathmatch
lot more
against
if you
bots.
hadn't been there. Excellent
And the
work,
thing is, like, you
Agent.
might be like, oh, okay, but who would want that? Google it. I'm telling you, like, it's blog after blog after blog of people who are like, please, I do not want to play multiplayer. I'm sick of going in there and getting trash talked or just getting beat. Like, we get it. Some people are really good at the games, and that's awesome for those people. But for the people who aren't, it's not fun. There's no enjoyment, really, to going in and getting your ass beat over and over and over again. So we'd rather just play bots so we can, like, we know why we die. We can feel better, like, as we win and as we move through levels and stuff. There's just so many, like, positive to giving bots. The only reason they won't is the same reason they're removing campaigns, because they know that if they can force people to buy the Call of Duty game, which just its name alone is going to get most purchases. Most people don't even know what's in a Call of Duty game. They don't research it at all. They just know, oh, there's a new Call of Duty. And so they buy it. And what they're going to find, I'm telling you, this could be the end of Call of Duty. Unless they do something in the multiplayer stuff for the solo player, it's the end of Call of Duty. Because there's too many other games where the multiplayer is better. Where the multiplayer is put together better, the weapons make more sense, you know why you die when you die. That's the biggest problem with Call of Duty, is you'll face one person and you'll have this huge gunfight which takes 30 minutes to go down, and like you're just firing at each other, and somebody wins and you're like, oh, he caught me right when I was trying to reload. You know, that's all embellished, but I think you get the point. And then you run into the very next fight and the guy one-shots you. And it's like, okay, wait a minute. And he wasn't using a sniper or a shotgun. And you're like, what the fuck, man? Like, how is this even happening? And it's because of bullet ping and packet loss and all that shit. I didn't realize how important that was. I couldn't figure out, like, how the time to kill was so different between me and some of the other players, like people I would face against, were just literally like one-shotting me, is what it felt like, compared to how long it was taking me to take them down. And the thing is, it's Call of Duty, like you all have the same health. So it doesn't make any sense. And what we figured out was a lot of these guys are on like fiber wire and shit like that, and they have no packet loss whatsoever. Like I sit at like 13 MTV or whatever it is, with like I think 2% packet loss a lot, and it seems low, but that is huge. 2% packet loss means at least, because you got to figure every single bullet is a packet. And so every time you drop one of those packets, even if you're dead on your enemy and you're hitting them, you're not actually hitting them because it doesn't register with the server. And that's why a lot of times you'll be spraying somebody and they can just pull up and spray you down, is because you have packet loss and they don't. And it's stuff like that, internet speeds in general. It really turns into like a pay to win. And I know the people that are winning Call of Duty, they hate, because I posted something like that on somebody's YouTube video, and I got a bunch of hate for it. A lot of people got mad. No, it's just people suck and they want to complain. And I'm like, dude, like, we've tested this. I actually had several games in Call of Duty where I would run into people, one specific, and I still have the messages from when I talked to this guy. It was just a regular team deathmatch. And the dude went like, I think 74 and 8 or 74 and 6 or something like that. It was insane. And it was Call of Duty, and I'm like, and it's World War II. I've never seen anybody. I've heard people talking about the max kills anybody's gotten in a team deathmatch was like 40 or 50 something. This dude did 70. And so I sent him a message, and it was real respectful, and it was just like, hey bro, like, how are you doing that? Like, what's the deal? Like, I'm not going to tell on you, I'm not going to snitch you out or not like that. Are you using bots, or what are you using? Like, how are you doing that? And he said what he's got is he's running FiberWire, and he's got a gig download speed and over 900 megabyte upload speed with absolutely 0% packet loss. And he said in his point of view, when he's playing that game, he said people literally just run out in front of him and stare at him. And if he just stands there, eventually they'll pull up their weapon and shoot. But he said it's like they just stand there. That's coming from somebody, from one of these guys who's beating everybody's ass. And we're like, oh, he flat out said, no, it's not that I'm that good. He's like, I've got FiberWire. He's like, I'm way ahead of everybody. Mix that with the PS4 Pro that is on the same network, which is crazy. You got a system that runs 3 times faster, running against people on systems that not only are 3 times slower, but are old. So most of them have dirt in them and dust, and they're just old, man. They're not going to run as good.
You have a good soul.
A lot of that shit just, yeah. So that's why Call of Duty's dead. Sorry if that was a little rant. But Call of Duty's dead to me because of that. Like, it's become a pay-to-win game. And so I still played it because of the campaign and multiplayer. I'll play through the campaign just for the hell of it. And then, but what I really want is to be able to farm bots like you can. And that was the whole point of talking about this, was that that's what Division is. It's kind of the ultimate bot farming game. And there's a huge majority of us out there that are like, we just don't like multiplayer. We just don't like it. I don't even know where I'm at. I'm just running around. Jesus shit, I'm still in the exact same... Oh yeah, because I did Amherst already. I don't want to wait though. I don't want to like take 20 minutes to go from mission to mission. So we're just gonna... Dude, I don't know if I could do these with just 2 houses. Because I gotta get close. And those are a bunch of range missions. Let's just go farm Lexington for a minute.
Okay, Agent. Those were...
I need to be careful what I talk about. Because I will talk myself out of playing
just checked out in a big way. A JTF
I start thinking about like, what's the
that's
point
where
of
their
it all,
HQ is
and
located.
the new stuff is too difficult.
Right before they got grabbed off
for a
the
solo
street.
player.
You need to get my people out. Those cons aren't known for their restraint.
And this is a golden opportunity to eliminate the Rikers leadership. Let's take advantage of it.
This is about taking the Rikers out at the knees. There's no one who can replace Lorraine Barrett. She's the one who organized the escape to Manhattan.
They're holding 3 of my people there. If you can get them out before blowing the lid off, I'd be great.
All right. Get them out first, but don't jeopardize the mission. We're going in on your heels. The jailbreak ends here.
I still don't understand that. Like, why? Oh, yeah, okay. Like, why is my damage? Because that used to be a problem, but I forgot I got distracted off. I was like, because one of those crits was 80 and the other one was 88. That's bullshit. NPCs in this game they just do. What the fuck was I've noticed that happening a lot too. Like where fucking the screen will just like cut. And like 1 minute I'll be aimed one way and the next minute I'm aimed a completely different way. Why did that take so long? I had fucking like 50 stacks that started on.
Warning. Incoming hostiles detected.
This is...
I can't imagine what it's gotta be like for people just starting out on this game. Okay, really? Like, my stacks are not fucking healing me, man. Oh my god. What is up with the health, man? 90 fucking stacks. I have... Go look at my old videos. Like, come on, dudes! What the fuck? I don't know why, like, my shit kept jumping off of them. My stacks are not fucking healing, man. Like, did they nerf it again or something? What is going on here? I could have sworn that used to be higher. Enemy armor damage used to be higher. Oh, hell yeah, it did, because that used to be 10. 5, so now it only gives you 15? What the fuck? Every consecutive shot, damn it. Every consecutive hit deals 1% damage. Stacks up to 100%. Missing shots drops by 2%. Bonus is reduced by 1% every second. Bonus can be paused by EMP and is lost when exit. Okay. And then... fifth piece, which they've clearly nerfed the shit out of. That's garbage. 5% enemy armor? What the fuck? Every hit adds a self-healing bonus for 0.02% of max health per second. This bonus is increased by 0.05% for every 3,000 stack. Okay, yeah. Stacks up to 100 missed shot drops bonus by 1. Stack and the bonus is reduced by 2 every second. You know what I think's happening? I think both 4 and 6 are working at the same time. And so you're getting, yeah, you're getting double the heal, but you're getting triple the loss. Yeah, because I'm not getting any bonus bullshit there. I'm actually getting less heal than I used to. I'm telling you right now, if they nerfed my striker down, I'm done. Like, because it's the only set besides Predator's Mark even worth using right now for PvE. Everything else you have to, like, you could say, oh, everything's just as good. No, not really. Because this shit, you can literally just, you can play however you want. You can place tank, you can use cover, you can do whatever you want. All those other gear sets, like, you have to play certain ways. I can throw a fucking sniper rifle on this thing, get my stacks, and run as a fucking sniper, and do more damage than any other sniper in the game.
You are now entering a safe area.
That's entirely possible if this is set up right. because you got 100% damage. Like there's nothing else in the game
Now
that can
exiting
do
the
that.
safe area.
Agent, the hostage is being held on the roof.
I don't
you
know.
need
Yeah,
to
we're
clear it out.
Let's try with self-preserve. Well, we need predatory first. We'll first predatory and then we'll switch over and try to run self-preserve. Could also give us some crazy one. That was good. See, that one was decent. Took her down crazy fast. So this thing might be alright with the unforgiving on it. Maybe that's what I need to start running. It also has the self-preserve, so if they do start to take me down, I'll do all that extra damage. Boy, she just goes straight down. That thing's hitting at like 92,000. Really? I love how, like, when you're aimed at them, they'll, like, run and cry and run for cover and all that shit, and their buddies come out of cover and shoot you in the back, and then as soon as you turn around and aim at their buddies, they do the exact opposite. Like, it's like their buddies run for cover, and their other guy shoots you in the back. Like, you can tell that's how they set it up.
If I was a dead man there, it would be
That's really lazy Ubisoft. That's serious. Instead of giving the AI intelligent combat scenarios for them to use in every situation, they just like gave them one. Like, here's your scenario, this is what you do. I don't like having to switch weapons.
Negative, Ramos. We've got this. Find a secure position and hunker down.
Well, I kind of hate that I had a 6-piece Lone Star classified, but once I got my striker, I was like, ah, fuck this Lone Star.
Warning. Incoming hostiles
Oh, what the fuck, man? He wouldn't move. Dude, this is bullshit. Like, that's over and over again. As soon as he gets one of those grenades on me, it's like I suddenly explode. Where are the kids, man? This thing must not have very good capability. It's hitting me.
Lau here. I just heard about Ramos, Captain. Glad we reached him in time.
Thanks for that.
I gotta be honest.
My people are getting in a position to breach the hall. Agent, you're gonna want to unlock the maintenance.
This ain't gonna be a very long
The building blueprints show us.
The minute I start playing this game again, I start being like, oh yeah, that's right. Like,
now entering a safe
we
area.
were real into it because it's all we had. Like, it's not that good.
Warning. You are now leaving the safe area.
The more I think about it, the more I'm like, I can't
exiting the
believe
safe
that
area.
This is all the missions they gave us. And that with all the new stuff, 2 years worth of new stuff, they literally have given us like 0 new missions. And when you think about it, that's true. Like 0 new missions. Besides, 0 new solo missions. We'll put it that way. What the fuck? Like, he just snapped back the other way. I didn't do that. Like,
Warning. Additional hostiles inbound.
You got him!
Really?
Warning. Incoming hostiles detected.
You don't have a chance.
Oh, I can't stand that either. When their buddies take forever, like you kill them, but watch. Like, see how he like hangs there in the air? So like if he's got another buddy behind him, even though he's dead, I cannot shoot his other buddy until he's down. Because he gets in the way of the bullets. It like blocks the bullets. And I get it, maybe that's
So
more
far,
realistic,
so good.
but it's a
My
pain in
strike
the
squads are
fucking
moving
ass,
in.
because
They'll
sometimes
breach the
they'll
main
just sit
hull
there
on your
and hang in the
signal.
air, especially if the game's lagging. Oh, why am I playing this shit again? Yeah, this is stupid. Let's just go in this real quick. We'll go kill Barrett and be done with it. Ah, it's so fucking weird to control this shit. It's all goofy.
Ain't this some shit?
Oh, with the fucking zigzagging bullshit, dude. I don't mind you moving or hedging for cover or whatever, but that little where they like, they literally warp them like zigzags. It's stupid. You ain't gonna get it. See? Like, that's what I'm talking about. That dude just fucking, he took twice as long to go down because it's blocking the guy behind him. I think the game is set up that way. Really? Why did you even run out? That made no sense, Barrett. Now you're gonna run away. While your buddy's trying to shoot you from behind. No classifieds. Keep shooting! That's the other thing too, like, why is it still dropping regular gear? Like regular gear set items. I don't, nobody's collecting those. Who's collecting regular gear set items? Like, maybe, I guess maybe a brand new player, but even a brand new player is about to get the GE event. All they gotta do is be level 30 and then jump in a group and they can farm whatever gear set they want.
I'm impressed, Agent. Tricky assignment, but you did what had
So,
to be done.
Yeah.
That
You broke your spine, kid.
red hit
With the
was
leader dead, the
96,000.
rest are gonna
The critical
scatter.
hit
I
was
don't think we're quite done with them
116.
yet, but
I have
at least now we can get these JTF
96%
folks
damage
back
on my
the job.
critical hits.
Oh, yeah.
Someone else do the math.
I need
That
my
does
people
not
alive
add
and
up.
out there fighting the good
Should have been
fight.
180,000.
God knows we can't afford to lose any more personnel. I owe you, Agent.
That's what it should have been.
Hell of a job.
If that 90,000 was correct. See, I don't think these numbers are right. I think they're all over the place here. I don't think any of it matters, guys. I mean, this game is... I don't know, every time I try to get myself pumped up for it, I get reminded very quickly that there's nothing new. It's just the same old shit. Just different ways to do the same old thing over and over again. And that their claim to fame, yes, we added new missions, and all, is just adding missions that the solo player can't really do. Which, yeah, I know there's some solo players who have done it. They've made videos of doing it, but that should tell you how fucking rare it is that a player can do it. And that's just crazy. It's like Destiny with their stupid ass crazy strikes and raids and stuff that are so over leveled and OP'd that like they're less than 10% of their gaming population can make it through it. Like, you can look at their actual statistic. It's less than 10% finish the raids, which is the end of the game. It's the last missions in the game. When you complete the story missions, you haven't completed the game. You haven't killed the main boss. You don't do that until the raids. And you can't do them. So you literally, they wonder why people give up on Destiny and why people keep quitting and why their numbers have just plummeted. I mean, of course, we know all the problems they have in Destiny 2. It's a piece of shit garbage. They remade Destiny 1, but made it crappy. Like, what the fuck? But, that's another reason that a lot of players are leaving. Is because if you give us missions that the solo... A lot of us are shut-ins. We just don't want to talk to other people. We don't want that interaction. We play video games and we want to play online. We might even want to play around other people, but we don't want to be forced to interact with them. And that's what all these crazy hard missions are doing. They're saying, okay, well, the only way you're going to complete this is if you get your buddies to play our game too. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh, it's just to make it difficult to give a game more substance. No, it's to make you get your buddies on. It's to try and raise their player numbers because they think that by making it where we have to have other people to complete it, we will do that. And if you don't believe that, go look at the beginning of The Division. Used to be, you had to have a team if you were going to run challenging. You had to. Like, you just weren't going to do that shit solo. If you did, it would take you hours to get through it. And there was no restart. So if you died, you went back to the beginning. Like, now, I think if you die, it restarts you, like, halfway through the mission or whatever. It used to be you died, you could be on the very last enemy, already killed the boss, and if you died, you had to restart the whole thing. And so, like, it forced us to, like, join up with other people. And at that point, like, I think most people were still pretty open to the whole clans and joining up in groups and all that stuff. And then, of course, the DZ kind of started killing that because people would go in there with their groups wanting to farm the DZ, and then they run into other groups who were just people who wanted to just do PvP, and it created this huge controversy because there were so many players on each side. There's plenty of players that only wanted PvP. There's plenty of players that only wanted PvE. And so their solution was to give us survival for the PvE players, which I know there's PvP also in that, which should tell you how much more they're catering to the multiplayers, to the PvP players, because they also gave them Last Stand. And I know they said they gave us Underground, but Underground's garbage. Talk about the same shit over and over and over again. Like, how many times can you do that? How many fucking times? Like, when you consider you got to do, like, 3 challengings just to get 1 level when you get up around level 20 to 30, and then when you're heading up above that, you're looking at like 5+ missions per level. So even grinding out the levels is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. If it was 1 level per mission, it would still be ridiculous because it's 40 fucking missions and every one's the exact same shit. And then you can put the modifiers on it, but all the modifiers do is give you the exact same mission but make you even weaker. Once again, make the enemy stronger, not smarter. Don't change the actual game or add anything, just make them tougher. It's lazy. But that whole PvE thing is the reason that a lot of other games started, like, our PvP thing where you're forced to play PvP, it worked for Division. And so a lot of other games have started doing that too. Destiny did the same thing. Force you to play PvP, or force you to team up in multiplayer. And it's garbage. It's monetization of the good time, the enjoyment of entertainment that I paid for. It's like I paid for it and you're still monetizing it. Like, come on. So yeah, sorry it's turned into a bit of a rant, but yeah, I think most of my videos do at this point. I'm probably not even going to be streaming too much longer. I'm kind of over this whole thing. It's not really a sub thing. I mean, I got 20-something subs, which I appreciate you guys. I really do. And honestly, I'm amazed that I got so many. I know that's nothing compared to most people, but 20 subs to me is like 20 people actually looked at my videos and said, oh, I'll watch this dude. Like, so that's cool to me. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. But I don't know. I'm going to need some people to be like, yeah, you should keep doing this to actually keep doing it, because it's not even the streaming that I care about so much. It's the games. The games are just garbage, and over again. I don't want to be the guy who every time I stream, I'm like, oh, this sucks. Like, this game sucks. And that's what it's turning into. And it's not just a stream thing. I'm that way when I'm off the stream. I'm trying to play new games. Like, here's an example. Battlefront 2 is on sale right now, or at least it was, for like $30, right? So I bought it. And I was like, you know, I know they had a lot of controversy when the game first came out because of the supply drops and all that crap, or whatever it is, crates. And I had heard little whispers that they had fixed it and all this stuff, but then the main reason I bought that game is that there was this huge arcade section where you could pretty much play multiplayer solo. And you could level up, is what the reviews were saying. And I was like, oh my god, this is exactly what I've been looking for. This is awesome. Yeah, it's Star Wars, but you can play in first person. You can play it like a Call of Duty type shooter. So I was cool with that. And I started playing and I realized, yeah, I'm not gaining anything. Like, literally nothing. Like, some credits. And I wasn't even sure where to spend the credits. I couldn't find where to spend the credits. So I did a little research. Yeah, what they did was the arcade game, the only thing you actually earn in it is credits. And the only thing you can buy with it is, with those credits, is other characters, like different versions of characters that are really like no different than the ones that are already in there. They're minor, like a different helmet. And it cost like $5,000 to buy one of these characters, even one of the shitty ones. The expensive ones are like 15, 20 grand. And you only earn like 200 per match. So when you do the math, it's like I very quickly was like, fuck that. And so I started playing the campaign a little bit. I know it got decent reviews. The beginning seems alright, but I don't know. It seems very repetitive. It's going to be level-based. You know, you play through a level, you get a cutscene. You play through a level, you get a cutscene. You play through a level, you get a cutscene. Like, I kind of thought we were past that. And I guess I haven't played God of War yet. I'm still debating it. But apparently God of War pulled that off, where, you know, that's a level-based game. And somehow they managed to combine level-based with open world. I don't know. I watched a couple of reviews on it. So maybe they were able to do it. I should check it out. But yeah, this forcing multiplayer, your new stuff I can't do. What's the point of me playing this game anymore? Like, I'm not even, you can hear me, like, I'm not saying that out of anger or anything. I want to play the game, but I don't have any reason to. There's really, like, there's just no reason to. Like, I'm not going to grind out a legendary mission solo. I've tried legendary missions with groups and been unable to complete it. Like, why the fuck would I try that shit solo? And of course, on one of my streams before, I did try Amherst Apartment on legendary. I figured, well, fuck it, let's try legendary. And I couldn't make it past the first group of enemies. Like, I couldn't even shoot at them, because every time I would stand up to shoot at them, they would waylay into me and I'd be dead. And it was like, I can't get my stacks anywhere near high enough to even heal myself. Like, this is just, it was crazy, it was stupid. And that's all it is the exact same mission. They just launch a shitload more enemies at you. So you're getting suppressed the entire time. It just makes no sense. It makes no sense for a solo player. And then I've done the peer shit, which, like I said, I don't like. I mean, Call of Duty Zombies, World War II Zombies is actually a really good mode. But I don't like zombies. I don't like this idea of just waves of enemies until you finally just get beat. Like, the idea of that, you are playing to lose. That's the entire thing. You are playing to lose. How far can I make it before I die? Because I know I'm going to lose. I don't like that. I like to feel completion when I'm done. And so, that's why, like, I like to play like a TDM with bots. Is because, I mean, you can go set up a TDM game with bots on Call of Duty World War II and leave the bots on normal. Don't put them on veteran, but don't put them on rookie. And it's almost exactly like playing online, except for you don't run into the lags, you don't run into the situations where you're like, how the fuck did he shoot me so fast when I'm waylaying into him and he didn't die? You don't run into that shit. It takes away all the bad stuff. No little kids talking shit to you, or no dude talking to his mom who forgot to, he's got his mic on in the middle of the fight. Like, what the fuck, dude? You don't have to deal with any of that shit. And so, like, it's amazing. The problem is there's no leveling system. Because they want you to play multiplayer to do the leveling. So they can say that all these people are on their servers and all that shit. Which I don't get, because all they have to do is make the solo TDM stuff an online leveling system, and then you get your players online. Like, what's your fucking problem? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. They keep taking it out, and they're just, you know, they're removing campaign from Black Ops 4. Over and over again, they're pretty much telling the solo player, go fuck yourself. Games are going to be 100% totally online from now on. And if you're not willing to play with other people, you don't get to play. And to that I say, I'm 34 years old, man. It's about time for me to give up video games anyways. So I guess, I don't know, maybe we're just about there. Maybe the direction video games are going in is just not one I'm willing to go with. Because PvP to me it's a waste of time. It's a really waste of time. If my buddy's over and he wants to play a first-person shooter or play Madden or something like that, hell yeah. Like, I'll talk shit with him and I'll play some PvP because I know it's equal. I know we're both on the same system. Neither one of us can be lagging or anything crazy like that. Neither one of us have mouse and keyboard that we're lying about. None of that shit. So, like, that kind of competitive stuff, I don't mind. I like that. But if I don't know what the other person's got and how they're playing and for sure that it's equal, why would I do it? so some dude can beat me with mouse and keyboard and then talk shit to me? Go fuck off. Like, I'm not down with that. So, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is I'm not sure how much longer we'll be doing this stream thing. There's just not really any reason for me to at this point. And I don't monetize. I don't make anything off any of my videos. I don't have any sponsors or nothing like that. And so for me, like, doing this has just been kind of a... It's my multiplayer. Like, this is how I play with other people. You know, I don't actually want to play with them. I just want to have them hear me talk. So I don't know. I need some comments, guys. If you watch the video, which nobody's even tuned into this stream, that's how dead Division is. Leave some comments and let me know, like, if you do want me to keep streaming, like, what? Like, what do you want to see? Because I'm at the point now where I'm burnt on all this shit. I'm tired of spending $60 after $60 on game after game to find out that it's garbage. You know, that's a continuous thing. I never noticed that video playing. That was a hot blonde. Check this shit out. That's real video is what that is. That's some hot chick. Go look at her. What the hell? I never noticed these streams before, that they actually play shit. I don't think they do, like, during the mission. Yeah, that's real video. That's not... I don't think that's a video game. Yeah, that's a real video. You see how it's pixelated? Because when they put real videos into video games like this, it pixelates them because they have to put it behind a layer of graphics. You see how, like, you can see the, like, spots on the screen and shit? So, like, they have to put that shit behind a layer of graphics and it pixelizes the actual video. That's why it's all, like, weird looking. That's kind of crazy, though, to have, like, an actual video just playing. But, as much as it's like, okay, that's kind of cool, you had so many lag problems in this game. Why are you putting stupid shit like that in? That we're going to be like, oh, look at that, that's kind of cool, and now we're done. We're out. Like, we don't give a shit about it. I much more care about whether or not the game plays well. Like, make it look good, but make it play well. Don't put stupid shit in there. That's stupid shit. So, I don't know, whatever. Like I said, I think we'll probably jump on the GE event tonight or tomorrow. And I might stream for that, just to see what's up, see how the new drop rates are and all that shit. But I gotta tell you, I mean, that was crazy to get that exotic earlier, the Ninja Bike Bag. I guess that was kind of cool. But other than that, I mean, I can farm for hours. I don't get shit. And I have yet to see a classified drop at all, like at all. So I don't know what the deal is with that. But yeah, so I'm just kind of like, I don't really see the point anymore. The only stuff they've added I can't do. And I mean, I can just walk through challenging, so to sit there and say, well, it's because you suck. Well, clearly not. Clearly I know how to build. Clearly I know what I'm doing. It's just crazy. It's just too much for the solo player. I can't do it. I probably could if I really put my mind to it. I remember the first time I made it through challenging solo way back in like 1.3 or 4 or whatever it was. And I was so proud, and it took me like an hour to get through it. Like, it was crazy. And now, I mean, now I just run through that shit in 10 minutes, like it's nothing. So, the fact that I can do that, but I can't do a legendary, like, that really bugs me. Like, the differences in difficulty, it's insane. So, I don't know. I guess that's gonna do it, guys. Sorry the stream kind of... It went bad. Like, it just went bad. Every bit of bad, but we stretched it out. We did an hour-long stream on Division, ran one mission. Like, what? Whatever. I'm out. This game sucks.